Probably be 1,000 things I want to tell you.
And we are underway from Miami. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Start off the right way. I got them doing something. One of them got 2. Started off right. Shit. Tear their ass up.
And the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. play action. Tagovailoa. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense.
Man, I don't know what's up. This man here get a hit. And he get a hit early every game. That's cold. I see you happy.
And in the shower post game. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff.
I got 4 hits and 1 fucking point. Y'all better come on.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Damn.
Bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff for Lindsay. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's a give to Lindsay. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Ah! Ooh, he jumped the shit out that motherfucker. Come on. Oh, my God.
And he's free going down the left side.
Man.
The 20.
Damn.
And he almost
Damn, Waddle. Waddle hopped his ass down. God damn.
Big 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6.
Well, hawk his ass down then, Waddle.
Right? And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown! Will Disley from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point period.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
Yo.
Seahawk football.
They voided out. And then the money dropped. Y'all, they void the whole thing.
Drive with a 1st and 10.
Now, why you say that? Oh shit, the Cubs getting their ass blew out, boy. We got Boston on all our tickets. Know that. That's what I'm talking about. Man, please, they ain't gonna offer you a dime. Nah, they ain't gonna offer you no 3,000. Shit, you ain't gotta worry about that at all. But yeah, the Cubs losing 4-0 already. So
to his right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And able to get this down.
But look, I got another ticket in. I put in for like $25 or something like that, and it's an all hit ticket, and I got Boston like I got damn near they whole team to get a hit. And look, I don't even know what it's looking like, but I saw 3 of the people got a hit already. So like 9 out of 9 people. I think it paid like $600 or some shit like that.
So just put that in a spot where the only people can make a play on it.
Yeah, I don't think it's that much.
Well done.
On 2nd down, it's Carson.
Yeah, we gonna do something. Yes, sir. Definitely.
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
Shit, for that to be the second inning. All the people, man, that motherfucker finna be, ain't gonna be no cakewalk, but shit, for 13,000, it's starting off real nice.
We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Man, whooping my ass. I ain't paying no attention.
First play, give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing.
Oh,
right
baby,
now.
please.
Until the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
he dropped it.
Perfectly and knocked it.
Oh, my
Meanwhile,
God.
3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Gotta hold on to that, big fella.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Tua now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
Get the fuck out. Oh, I quit. I quit. I quit. You won, bro. You won.
And a big turn.
You won. Come on.
Football back.
Shit. Yeah, okay.
First half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
Yeah.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions, that puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to bring it up.
Don't fuck around now, none of that.